Welcome back to the channel, you guys. My name is Jack, this is GasDiesel Garage, and in today's episode, we're gonna go work on the race car. So stay tuned. As you guys remember, I got this donated race car from a friend of mine. It didn't run. I already knew that when I got it, but it's okay. It was free, so can't argue with free. But I knew it needed a few things, but you'd be amazed at what made this thing not start. Of course, I knew that it needed a starter because I had no crank. The engine would not turn off the starter, so went ahead and replaced the starter. And of course, from me trying to crank it, I killed the battery, so I replaced the battery. Next thing I checked, since I have good cranking, good battery power, I needed to check the spark. I had spark. It still didn't start. Next I checked my timing, make sure my timing belt wasn't snapped. That did not start it. Even if I don't get any views on this video, I got 3 views right now as we speak. There they are, they're viewing what I'm doing. Oh, somehow. I don't know what he's doing. She's chilling, and he's probably looking for a bird to kill. I will. Well, okay. I got the crank, I got battery power, I have timing, and I have spark. So there's one left I need to look for, and that is fuel. So instead of having a friend, try to start it and I, hit the Schrader valve to see if there's anything coming out, I decided to go straight to the source. And I went to the back seat of this G20, pulled the cushion up, and there's your fuel pump right there. Well, it's under this plate. You got to take these 3 10mm bolts out and then disconnect some stuff, and then your fuel pump will pop out. And you wouldn't believe the nastiest gas smell I have ever smelled. In other words, this thing's been sitting up for a couple of years, so I kind of figured that the fuel was going to be all gummed up, because believe it or not, gasoline breaks down over time and it gums everything up, and you'll be totally screwed because your lines will be full of that crap. Your tank, this tank, I vacuumed it out, man. I got my shop vac. I just cleaned the whole tank out. I mean, it's right there. I mean, good thing that Nissan / INFINITI decided to make an access cover for your fuel pump, so you don't have to drop that daggone tank and spend a bunch of money. So after I cleaned the tank out and cleaned the lines out, I plugged everything back up, and I checked to see if the fuel pump was actually spitting fuel. It was spitting fuel, but it wasn't spitting into the engine, and here's why. Oh, and by the way, when I cleaned the tank out, I got me some seafoam and I poured that into the tank, and then I put fresh gas into it. But here's the reason why this thing was not spitting fuel into the engine. Here's the $13 problem. The fuel filter. Can you hear that? That's not supposed to be jiggling. It's only filter paper inside these things. We're going to cut this open. I want to show you how gummed up this thing is. We're going to cut this thing open right now and show you exactly why it was blocking fuel from coming up and then spitting out into the engine. That's just insane. Now let's see what's inside. Pull it apart. Yeah, that is bad. When these things are brand new, this paper in here is actually white, or like a beige color, but that's black. And that was actually stopping the flow from getting to the engine. So, makes you want to do some regular maintenance on your vehicle, huh? It's supposed to feel. Needless to say, after I replaced that $13 fuel filter, the engine fired right on up. SR20 motor, yes. And of course I went to go drive it and do burnouts and all that good stuff. So I just wish I would have figured that problem out before I spent some money on a starter, a battery, yeah, oh, even a tow back to the house. But hey, you live and you learn. It's all good. But if you enjoyed this episode of Gas Diesel Garage, please like, comment, share the video with your friends, family, neighbors, uncles, cousins, aunts, redheaded stepchilds, adopted childs. Anyways, you get the point. Till next time. Peace. Oh, forgot to mention, check out the hoodies, hats, and all that other stuff I have down here at the bottom of this video. Probably flashing this way. You know, hey, weather's changing. Might as well change your wardrobe. Get some Gas Diesel Garage merch. So, yeah, that's all I got to say.